Hello and welcome to Jewellery Rescue. If you're new here, I'm Kat and I'm a girl on a mission to rescue and recycle the world's unwanted jewellery. You find me excited and chilly this morning. It is the 2nd of February. It's -1.5 degrees. There's frost all over the ground and I'm at the first car boot sale of the season. I've made a plan to meet my house clearance guy here, so we'll see what treasures we can find. Let's get in there. It was so nice to be back at the car boot sale after a couple of months away from it. There was quite a lot of stalls there actually. I was surprised, and although it was absolutely frozen, I did manage to pick up some pieces. And we also have a 1 kilo unsalted bag of mystery jewellery to open together and a little donation from a friend. So we also have, I have remembered, some rings that I picked up at the antique centre, so we'll look at those too. So let's see what we've got. So there were 2 sisters who had jewellery, and one of them I bought this from, which is quite an unusual enamel necklace. It's new in its box. It's still got a tag attached and it says Orly, what does that say? Orly Zelon. And I looked up this maker and they are quite expensive pieces, so that one could have a nice little resale value. And from the sister I picked up this sort of mystery bag of things, so we'll have a look through that one in a moment. And also this really sweet ceramic art necklace pendant, which has holes in the top, so I wonder maybe if you put something scented in there and it emits the smell from the top. I've never seen anything quite like that before. That's very sweet. Just a little vintage necklace, but it's got some really cute glass, handmade glass beads on there. And this unusual shell bracelet, it's probably come from somebody's holiday. I thought that I would put that aside for the summer. Some gorgeous mother of pearl shell beads, and I think that I will make these into earrings and maybe bracelets as well for the summer. These, which I thought were glass, but on reflection actually I think that they are plastic, but they were so cold obviously because it was such a cold morning. There was actually frost on some of some people's things, which was something I've never seen before. And then she had a whole stand of earrings, and I'm regretting that I didn't look a bit closer now, because now that I've got these home I can confirm that they are lovely amber. They've got sterling hooks, so these beads on here could be sterling as well. One's slightly bigger than the other, but it just goes with its handmade look. Thought they were gorgeous. Oh, there was a hat pin lurking that spiked me in that bag, so I took that out to avoid being spiked. I picked up these lovely blue knitting needles because I had in mind that I might shape them into bangles, so we will see if that comes to fruition. This is an accessorised necklace where you can put different letters on. It should say angels, but the bottom of the E has come away, so it looks like it says angfools. But I was thinking that might be fun for displaying things. I'm not sure what, but I was thinking I might use it for display in the light box when I do the whatnot shows. And this for display as well. This is actually marked Wedgwood underneath, and I thought that it might make a fun little ring display as well. And in this little Pandora box there were 2 rings, which I thought I had paid less than I did on. I don't think I was really paying attention, so possibly have paid too much for these, but we will see. They're both got all of the lovely markings inside them that look exactly as they should do. We've got a silver one with balls, and we've got a rose gold plated one there as well, and they're a nice little stacking set. This elephant, he's not silver, he's a costume one, but I just thought he was gorgeous, so we shall put him into a whatnot show for sure. And then 2 strings of black pearls, What does it say on there? Freya, it says on there, so I need to look that up. But unless it's got a decent resale, what I was thinking was I would cut these up to use the pearls, because there's loads of lovely pearls on those. And let's open the bag in a second. We'll look at these rings first. So from the antique centre where I've bought amazing silver rings before, I picked up this one, which as you can see has gone straight on my finger. It's As You Write Malachite, and it looks Native American, but it does have a 925 on it, which is unusual. Normally they're marked sterling, so it could be a more modern piece or just a specific tourist piece. I don't know. If you've got any insights, let me know. And then for What Not Shows, I picked up this beautiful lapis and silver one. This very sparkly, slightly deco looking glass one. Isn't that amazing? I'm assuming it's glass anyway, so I'll test it. This one, which I think is a rose quartz. That's on a really lovely chunky setting as well. Nice lot of silver in that one. Another native piece. I love the stamps around the side. This is a green turquoise, I think. Very tempted to keep that one, but I think that will go into What Not Show. And then this one is by Carolyn Pollack, a Relios piece. You can see from the markings in there's the little R. So they are inspired by Southwestern design, and this is probably either a jasper or a sandstone in here. Really lovely little piece. And then this one, which I need to test the stones, but they look like emeralds. It's quite gold in its tone, so I don't know if it had gilt over it or if it just needs a polish, so I will have a look at that as well. But gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous haul of rings. Let's now have a look at I can see the treasures in here. This one I did actually pick out separately, and she popped it into the bag for me. This lovely vintage glass piece. It looks 70s. It's got a really nice chain as well. Like that one. This is just a cheapy costume one, modern one. And then we've got a gold tone bangle. This is nice and heavy. That will probably be popped into a stack. And then that's a costume ring. Looks like we've got a few of those in here. There's a rather squished one there as well. Those are all just cheapy costume. We've got the ram. Is that Capricorn? That's quite fun. Somebody might like that one. Star sign one. I've got a vintage brooch, and I suspect it's probably missing a stone in there, and somebody's coloured it in with some nail polish or something. So we'll see if we can fix that up. Could have some charms hanging from it as well, couldn't it? We can make it into a pendant. Have some fun with that one. Sparkly one. This looks like a department store rhodium plated type fair. It's got a nice sparkle to it. Now this has got some age to it. How cute is that? It's a little pressed, very low quality made. Maybe it was a cracker toy, like a Cracker Jack type toy. Not toy, but you know what I mean. Let me know in the comments if you recognise that one. We've got a mother of pearl shell tie clip and a cufflink. That's quite cute. Big old faux Chanel heart. There's a little baggie here. I'll have a look at that in a second. Another one of those rings. What do they have on them? Oh, they're snakes. Well, it is the year of the snake, so you never know. This is a Straton pin, I think. Let me just check. Yes, it's a Straton one. I know that because I've had several of them before. This one's not in great condition. I'll probably just lock that up with the other tie clip and some cufflinks and things. And then it looks like we've got some vintage costume chains. What does this one say? Adrian Mann. I have to look him up, but it's a nice box chain, but it's discoloured with age. Always useful to have vintage chains. Let's see what's in the little baggie. These are wine charms, so these go around the bottom of your wine glasses when you're hosting a party, so that everybody knows which is their glass. I will make those probably into bracelet charms. There's a nice freshwater pearl on that one. Bit of ceramic. Yep, they're quite nice. We shall make something with those. Let's see what my friend has kindly passed me. So there's some kiddies beads. Those will go into the children's workshops. I should tell you to open this one carefully because I think it's a bracelet that's popped. That's got lovely glass beads on it and plastic. And again, we'll reuse those. And then she told me that she bought these for making up one necklace and she didn't need the rest, so I can definitely use that. I've got a plastic pendant, it's quite fun. And then this one. Now, we did have a very quick look at this when she gave it to me. She thought that these were polymer clay in here, but I'm wondering if they could be Fordite, which came from the cars being sprayed in the Ford factory, where around the car layers of paint had built up and up and up, and then somebody cut it, I guess, and discovered all the layers of paint and used it in jewellery. So I'll have to look into that. I have to say it doesn't really look like it's silver. It's not magnetic. There is a 925 in there actually. So I'll give it a polish up and give it a little scratch and we'll see. Let's do it on the test stone. So it's this one here. Yes, there's no copper coming through immediately. So that one requires a little bit more research. I'm assuming this is a jasper. Again, please do let me know if you know. Potentially that's quite an exciting piece. She said she found it in a charity shop and had never worn it, wasn't quite for her. So then we've got a kilo of unsorted jewellery. So I bought this in a Whatnot show. The person I bought it from I don't think had opened it. I think she just buys them and sells them on. So let's see what's inside. It's quite a nice big bag of things. Let's see what we've got. We've got a stretchy and a bangle and some loose bits. Let's just grab a tray for those. That's a very cute little daisy earring. Is it an earring? Yes. I think we'll take that off and make it into a charm. A beaded bracelet. That has obviously been flat in somebody's jewellery box for a very long time. The beadwork's lovely. Some wooden beads. And some shell. So we're already seeing some materials in here. These are nice, these mirrored ones. I think those will go into the children's workshops. A little costume bangle. Ooh, that's nice. This is a bracelet. It's not branded, but it has got some interesting pieces on it. I think we might take that off the flower. This is a bangle that has snapped there, so that will go into a craft bag. This is just a nice weighty black bangle, that will go in a stack. Costume beaded one. Oh, it's a pilgrim one. I might put that in the washing machine and see what happens. Then we might have to replace this. Might be worth saving as it's a pilgrim one. This one's got some interesting bits on it. What does it say on there? Oh, it's an Avon one. I can see some butterflies because we always have butterflies. That's just a costume bangle. And a hoop that could be used for making something. This has got some interesting beads on it. Looks like somebody's handmade that. Wow. So these are on a hoop stud earring. I think I'll probably put that on a dangly because I can see that its partner is here. There we go, those will go onto danglies. Lots of little sort of high street fashion plated pieces. That's quite pretty. I might do a little stack of skinny bracelets. And then that's one that's lost its plating. That's not in great condition. Interesting design. That's all got verdigris on it, so I can just take the style off of that. And there's a Hamza hand one and some chain, so we'll see if we can salvage from that. It's a pretty bead. And there's some shell beads in here. Pin. Lovely big shell and wooden beads. These were so fashionable and they're not now, so I think I'll probably cut that up and maybe make this into a pendant on a chain. Nice glass bracelet and then a plastic one. This one's got some initials on it. What does that say? JM? Is it JM? I don't know that one, so let me know in the comments if you do. If it's not a resale one, we'll reuse the bits. And a vintage chain, sadly not a gold one. We've got some interesting wooden beads and a little charm bracelet. It's starting to get some verdigris, so I think we'll take the bits off of that one. A super sparkler. And another vintage chain. Sarah Coventry made one like this. I think this is a Marks and Spencer's one from the clasp. They make those tricksy clasps that look like they might be gold or silver because they're the right shape, but they are not. And another nice vintage chain there. So we've done quite well for chains today. That's another skinny one to put in a pile. And these are usually quite useful. I take these off and then they can go on the bottom of earrings and other things, so I just want to finish them off. There's a little bell. What does that say on it? Oh, it's next. This is quite interesting. It's attaching, this clip attaches these four together. Unusual. It has lost quite a lot of plating though, so I don't think anybody's going to want that as it is. I like that one. Bangle. This one, what are these? This one has a little bit of age to it, I think. It says sterling on the clasp just there. And the beads, I think, are stone. But I don't think they're turquoise because they've got white areas on them, so they might be dyed howlite. Or possibly even shell, they're quite light. Ah, this is funny to find this. So these are like licorice all sorts sweets, and my mum used to make earrings like this when I was a kid, and to look like sweeties. And I only saw somebody wearing them recently and thought, oh, I wish I had a pair of those. I think I might keep that one for nostalgia. Be hilarious if it turned out she'd made it, but I don't think she made bracelets like that. That's where that pretty bead came off and it's just popped and gone on the table, so we'll have to reuse the bits on that one. So this one I actually bought in the same Whatnot auction, and it must have been popped in the top of the parcel. I'd forgotten about this one. So yeah, it's in that style that I like, and it's adjustable. I think that will probably go into one of my Whatnot shows. We've got a bamboo shaped clamper. This one's all broken, lost bits from it. Might be able to salvage some of the parts on this one, but it's not, I don't think it's worth saving. We'll salvage bits from it instead. Then there's a massive necklace, these hanging beads. That's very sweet. Somebody might like that one. I like these beads. And then a charm bracelet and a butterfly. Couldn't get away without another butterfly. What do you think, guys? How did we do? I don't think there wasn't really a massive amount of treasure in that bag, but my favourites of the haul have got to be these amazing silver rings that I picked up at the antique centre. Let me know in the comments what your favourite piece was. Do come and join me on a Whatnot show. The link's in the description. Hit that subscribe for me if you haven't already, and the like, all those lovely things. Check out the channel membership. Watch something else, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.